Aries, it's Mary Jo from Enchantress Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. Happy June, everybody, 2020. And it's been a rough ride for everybody, really. And I'm hoping and praying that everybody is doing well at this time. I haven't been on here for a while. I'm a little late with the June readings because I myself have had laryngitis on and off for the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to try and get through these 12 readings without sounding like a frog. So please forgive me for that and bear with me. But I do hope that everybody is recovering from this situation, their finances, their health, family members, friends, their vocation, their trade, their job, everything, that I hope you're recovering from that. And let's keep positive thoughts for healing for all of us, as well as financial healing, physical healing, mental healing, okay? And spiritual healing for all of us, because everyone's being affected by this virus in a different way. And some of us are even being affected by it in multiple ways. So my thoughts and prayers are with you all. And let's look forward to a nice reading for Aries for June of 2020. I'd already shuffled the cards. And I had started a recording. I started flipping the card. I have to redo it, so I'm sorry. But your first card is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, Aries, we know the aces are a beginning for you, and it's the highest form of the suit. So this is Pentacles, which is your health, your wealth, vocation, trade, whatever you do with your hands, I always say. When we have this card, this is a nice blessing, because this card tells us there's financial security, there's stability, there's something coming to you financially. Now, some of you, it could be you didn't get the stimulus and you're going to be getting it, or you've been waiting on your unemployment for 6 or 8 weeks because a lot of people couldn't even get on the website. You'll be getting that retroactive. It could be your tax return. And it could even be you resuming your way of making a living, because many people, like hairstylists, florists, bartenders, hostesses, servers, were considered non-essential, and they didn't work. And we know that we are all essential. And I think that has been proven at this time. But whatever hit you took with your finances will be recouped and recovered now. So for a time, this is a new beginning and heightened beginning of your finances being recouped, re-energized, and definitely a flow going for you with this. So do take this opportunity as a blessing, and well-earned and well-deserved, Aries. Now, for some of you that have had health situations surrounding you, this is a good time for a healing with this card, and a restorative renewal where you're feeling grounded and stable, healthy again. Because we know with the Pentacles, it is an earth side. It is also a time for anyone to be feeling regrounded. You know, we were all thrown for a loop. We all suffered in one way or another. If it was not directly, it was indirectly, or even just watching the news and things on the internet, being bombarded by these things that were not you directly, they did also affect you. Whether it was mentally with anxiety and depression, or spiritually questioning your faith or your philosophies, you know. This is a good card to say all of that will be restored to you. You will be enriched again, Aries. And we know definitely with the aces, it is a turning point for you to experience the best of. Now, if you were waiting to, let's say, close on your home for mortgages, and that was held up, this will be the signing of the papers, the contracts, the go-ahead, but finalizing. If you had anything sitting in court situations and the courthouse was closed, or they were having skeleton crew and they weren't open to the public, that would be anything with a government agency too that's been on hold for you. This would be you recouping that and you getting that. So that's why I said it could be the stimulus check, your tax returns, you know, the banks opening again. A lot of people were not having access to maybe their safe deposit boxes or getting into their accounts without an appointment. So this is a great card to start over again and feeling grounded stability financially and in the material things in your life, Aries. Yeah, many choices. That's going to be a card for a lot of people. You know, what to do. A lot of you Aries are thinking about, you know what? I don't really think I want to be doing this anymore. I'm not sure if I want to stay in this job. You know, you're having this time away from it. You were able to really think about, is this all there is? Is this what I want to do? You may be choosing to change your vocation or trade. For some of you might be choosing to, like, you know what, being home wasn't so bad. I thought I couldn't make it financially, but I can do it. Maybe I'll work from home or work remotely, or maybe I'll retire, you know, or maybe I'll go part-time. A lot of us are going to be restructuring our lives because of what happened. And I'm not saying everybody. There are people that go throughout the world with blinders on. You know, like you wear a mask over your mouth, they're wearing it over their eyes and ears, and they're not going to make any changes. But many of us, and we're speaking directly to Aries, you're going to take action here. And you're going to be choosing about what is going to be more emotionally satisfying to you, where you have not had that because of the daily routine you were in, and you're so highly active, either mentally or physically. This downtime for many of you that were at home is giving you pause and reason to reflect on the changes you want to make in your life. That being said, they're saying for the Aries that we're all working during this whole COVID situation. You too are going to be making massive changes. Now, maybe a lot of people didn't come to work. They chose not to because of the virus. This is going to open up changes in your business or company or corporation, your vocation. Opportunities may open up for you that weren't there before because of people not coming back or not being there. You may be taking a different position or offered a different position within your company, or changing what you were doing in the company or location altogether. Like I said, many people will be working remotely, maybe only going into the office twice monthly, 2 weeks, a month, and 2 weeks at home, like 1 week on, 1 week off, or even just going into the office twice a week. You know, it's going to be a lot of changes, and you're going to have to choose whether you want to really do this or not, and how you want to do this. It's going to be the way you've been experiencing the world in the last 3 months to make the changes for you now, and based on what you love and feel secure with. And with this card as Venus and Scorpio, it's definitely what you love and what you're going to dive deep into changing into your life. Try and stay focused, Aries. I know that many times Aries is very quick to choose an impetuous or impulsive, you know, especially if you're not fully evolving and maturing yourself. This is not a knee-jerk decision. We want you to really think this through and contemplate it and making these changes. And for some of you, it might even be where you're going to be living. You're going to be changing it. You don't want to stay in the same place anymore. And you're looking for a fulfillment. You know, you want to get out of the city. You want to move into a more suburban or rural area or country. You know, you enjoyed the solace and the repose or that hermetic lifestyle of less people around you. There's going to be a lot of different choices. Everybody's going to be different because this is a general reading, but this is definitely you making big changes in your life as an outcome of what's happened. It's the catalyst for change for you, Aries. Okay, here's your polarity with Libra. All right, so we know that Aries wants to rise to the highest form of Libra, and Libra wants to rise to the highest form of Aries in the polarity, but this is justice. Now, we were talking here if there was something judicial going on, legal, government agencies, things with the government, justice will be served for you, and it will be swift. You know, we have a balance here in the fulcrum. The scales are balanced. It's not one tipping to the other. So justice is, and you know, they're not wearing a mask. Usually justice is blind, but they're open-eyed, open-eared. They're seeing and hearing everything clearly. This is a logical, methodical decision that you're making. And the number 11 talks to us about mastery. And it's the first of the master numbers. So you definitely, it's a spiritual kind of feeling. Mastering your ability to be spiritually connected and inspired. Ash, don't do that, sweetheart. And choosing wisely without being emotional. Now here we were talking about, this is all about emotions, what you're wanting. But this is saying you're going to make the logical choice to satisfy emotions. Remember, I always tell you that the heart has more neurons than the brain does. It's got its own like central nervous system in the heart. That's why your chest pangs, it jumps, you skip a beat when you get excited or to see someone that you love. So the mind will not be at peace until the heart is truly satisfied. So this is about making a heart-centered choice based on the facts of what's best for you and not what's best for anyone else. But justice will be served here, something financially for you. If you've been waiting on hold, like I said, for things to come through, this is about it coming for you. And it is a card of karma. What goes around comes around. So things will be coming into a return for you for what you've been doing over the last few months. And even into last year. You know, we have this eclipse season now, right? With the Sagittarius and Gemini nodes. It's a whole different ball of wax in Cancer, Capricorn. So it could very well be even that. You're assessing different information, taking things in, and how you're going to relate it to the world, and your world as you know it is about restoring some harmonic balance for you. So for many of you, it's definitely going to be you're getting your due, what you've been waiting on. You know, you've been carrying this load for a long time and it's weighing heavily on you. And this is a good release for you to let things go and you getting back to feeling stable again, feeling emotionally and mentally balanced. And look at this, financially. Even though this is an air card, this is a water card. This is an earth card, and you are fire. So we've got 3 of the 4 elements represented for you this month in June, Aries. And here's another earth card. Now with the page, we know it's either a young child under 18 that you're talking about. That is the Taurus, Virgo, or, oh, I had a brain fart, I'm sorry. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So if this is a young person in your life, you're talking about a child that loves the outdoors, loves sports, is a good student. We're talking to this child. Maybe some news will be coming to you or some reprieve. Maybe you've been waiting for financial help. You haven't been getting your alimony or child support to help you with this child, and that should be coming for you. But even as the card stands with the Page of Pentacles, it represents this signs, this earthly matter. So we know that there's some news coming to you, again, about financial stability and security. You know, you're feeling grounded here. Look, things are lush underneath your feet. I really think that you're going to be starting over again in the world, but with a new sense of how you're spending your money, how you're earning your money, how you're saving your money, which many of us didn't get to do for a long time. This is about you changing things up in your life with the material things in your life. The things that keep you grounded and stable, right? Very Venusian energy. Yes, we need money to live, but maybe we've learned over the last few months how to budget ourselves. We were forced to live a different way financially. Maybe you were able to learn and restructure your life. So now that you're back into the work field or your business or company, you have a different approach at money and you're respecting it more. You see how he looks lovingly at his pentacle? So we know that is a different way that you're going to be bringing in money and holding on to money and respect for money. And it also could be for some of you, like I said, you're starting something new within your job or changing in your job or your company, or just walking away from your job and starting something to do that you love. And it's like you're a novice starting all over again. Maybe some of you are going to learn a trade instead so that you could say this doesn't happen to you again. You want to be considered an essential person, which I said we all are, but the way this situation has been, it truly changed things in our lives. And we were all forced to have no money, no food, no access. It was a very scary time that we're coming out of. And right now, like I said, with these eclipses happening, boy, oh boy, everybody's going to be affected differently because it's going to, with the lunar eclipse on the 5th, it was definitely, actually I'm recording on the lunar eclipse. It's about eclipsing things from your life. And usually the lunar refers to any females in your life. So it forces you to look in the now and obscures our vision forward. So it's a good thing for us. So I'm going to pull a card from the Fairy Oracle for you. I haven't used this deck in a long time, but being in Gemini, it's an air sign. I figured let's See what we have for you. The secret path. An irresistible pull down a distinct path. Ley lines. Mystical traditions. Now we know the ley lines, those are those strong energy points in the earth that emit electromagnetic pulses, right? A distinct path. We're talking about these changes happening for you, Aries. 44 is a master number, 11 is. Now with the fours, it is about things coming to you and you being grounded, blessings. It's also about strength, okay? Mastering your strength. And strength could be different for all of us. Mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional. And this could be what we're saying. You're on a new path to mastering how you stay strong in your life. So let's see what the book says. Okay. It's talking about ley lines, walking, meditations, buildings, or walking a labyrinth. And journeys to sacred sites are all important to you now. You may wish to travel to lands where the old ways are respected, to explore fairy mounds, hills, such as the Tor in Glastonbury, Newgrange, or Tara in Ireland. You will soon be welcoming friendships made by being true to who you are and being willing to enter into the mystery of the song of life. Joyful dance of connection, lovey, happy friendships with purpose, traveling companions who inspire bliss on the journey. This card heralds a blissful stage of your life journey. Well, I hope this reading helps you. It's a beautiful reading, and we know that there is a path set out for all of us. And many of us, we don't stay on the path and we deviate. But oh my God, how courageous you are to do that. The path still leads us to the same outcome. It's what you learn on the path, that journey that you have, Aries. So I wish you all a wonderful month. Be safe. Know that I care and love you dearly. Thanks for watching and subscribing. I'll see you all next month. And as always, I wish you the best.